Good afternoon, all. This is Scott McCutcheon with Sovereign Studios. I wanted to show you how exactly I created the light functions to use inside of my Gothic Cathedral demo that you may have seen on my website. And here's a quick preview of kind of what I'm going to show you today. As you can see, I'm going to show you how to basically create the fire that's in the pedestal right there and the light that bounces onto the walls around it. I did this using something called Light Functions here in the UDK, and I'm going to show you that today. This is going to be kind of like a backwards tutorial, as this has already been built, so I'm just going to kind of go backwards and show you how it was created in the process. So you'll see that I pretty much just have two objects here. The first is the particle effect, and the second is the light itself. I'll show you the particle effect real quick first because it's simple and easy. You'll see it right down here that this is a fire particle effect that quite literally came with the UDK and has not been modified. It's PFX Fire Sub UV 01 is its file name. You'll find it down here in these castle assets that come with that UDK mobile thing. I don't know, for whatever silly little castle demo they have in here. Either way, I simply just dragged and dropped it out of the content browser, put it in here. Fire, cool, right? You know, resize it as needed, and there you go. The big thing was the light. Alright, so here's my light. Essentially all I did is I dropped in a toggleable spotlight. Alright, and this spotlight is a container for the light function. I went heavy on you know, its inner cone and outer angle, set them pretty tight. And I did go kind of heavy on the light shafts, you know, made sure to render those to give it the proper effect. So the big thing here is the light function. You'll find it down here under the light component, and essentially all this is a material. Okay, and this is the material that I created to make this function. Okay, so essentially we have two textures that are actually just literal 512 by 512 squares that I pulled off of Google of some smoke, put them in here, and what I do is I pan and rotate them, but you can modify these values to make them as fast or slow as you want. You know, for whatever purpose you've got. And then I hit them with sine waves and a cosine wave. And then I add each to the texture. I lerp them, hit them with another wave under a constant clamp, and add it to the emissive function of the material. I'm just going to leave that there for a second in case you need to pause and check it out. I went with opaque and Phong as my blend mode and lighting model respectively. You may need different functions for whatever it is you're doing, but I thought those were pretty good for what I needed. And that should be that. So once you have it applied to your light function, or once you have that function applied to your light component, I should say, you're pretty much good to go. And you'll find that you know, when we drop this into game mode, that's what you get. And this will project, you know, the beams of light off against the walls and spin them around, almost as though, you know, it were bubbling through fire. So that's kind of how you use light functions in UDK as a real real basic and quick example. And I'll post more details about the actual material and function itself in the blog. I'll leave a screenshot or something. Alright, thanks for watching.